Zohran Mamdani thing because early voting is now commencing in New York, and I think that New York is about to fall, personally. I think that New York is about to fall. What do y'all think?
The nation's biggest city goes to the polls exactly 1 week from today. And the New York City mayoral race now closer than ever. A new Suffolk University poll finds independent candidate and former governor Andrew Cuomo cutting Zohran Mamdani's lead nearly in half after the Democratic frontrunner took a 20-point lead into the final month of campaigning. News Nation's Marcus Espinosa.
I would imagine that some of that lead cutting also probably has to do with Eric Adams dropping out of the race. So where did all of the people that were supporting Eric Adams? I can't believe that y'all just completely abandoned Curtis. Curtis Sliwa I did my research on him. Curtis is probably the best candidate to run New York City. And y'all just completely abandoned Curtis. I can't believe that y'all abandoned Curtis. Y'all just diss Curtis like that? Y'all ain't got no love for Curtis. He probably is the best person for New York City. And y'all ain't got no love for Curtis. So it's all about who being promoted the most. It's all about what Democrats is promoting who the most. It's all about who can be the most likable, who can talk the quickest, who gets the most visibility from MSNBC. It's all about that. It's about name recognition. It's not about whether or not you're actually the best person for the job. That's so stupid. That is so dumb.
Live from New York City. He's been diving into the data. Good morning, Marcus. So is this still Mamdani's race to lose?
Yep.
Hey, good morning, Henna. Yeah, the data is so interesting, and we're going to get into that, but this is definitely his race still. He has a significant lead, certainly over the Republican candidate, and then there's maybe perhaps a bit of a race between, of course, Cuomo and Mamdani there. So we will see what will happen, but right now, early voting is shattering records right now with the amount of people getting out there and deciding to cast their vote extremely early. Democratic nominee Zohran Mamdani was 30 points ahead of Republican Curtis Sliwa and up more than 13% over former Democratic Governor Andrew Cuomo. Cuomo, of course, running as an independent for this race. And while there is a surge in voting right now compared to the primary a few months ago, it's Gen X and baby boomers marking the biggest demographic jump of voters heading to the polls early. Also, at the same time, though, as the increase in voters over 50 goes, polling numbers also show a slight increase in ballots between day one and day two of early voting for Cuomo. Worth noting here is that this rise, while Sliwa's numbers went down.
Continue to be confident in our campaign as well as in our outreach to voters above the age of 55. And also, I will not allow myself to become complacent.
In the primary, the turnout was totally different than they thought. Much younger, and the younger vote was a much higher percentage. And that skewed all the polls.
And Henna, if you take a look at your local paper here's just one example of the headlines. I walked into the local bodega here, and this is one of the papers on the counter there. Certainly a lot of focus on this race here in New York, but also across the country, as we've been talking about all morning long.
This is sad. I can't believe that New York City is about to fall like this. I can't believe it. This is amazing to me that y'all are actually going to let New York City crash and burn. Curtis would not have won if Andrew dropped out. I wasn't on the phone. Messy is so messy. Messy is so messy. Curtis is out of the race. He just there for just the purpose of just being there. Andrew, people don't like him because of what happened during COVID and all of the stuff that they did to smear his name. And y'all are about to get a socialist. Y'all are genuinely about to get a socialist, a person that openly say they are a socialist.
It's days away from Election Day, and the race for New York City mayor is certainly heating up.
Heating up, boiling hot, however you want to describe it, here it comes as frontrunner Zohran Mamdani is set to receive an endorsement. A little bit of a surprise, though, Robert Moses. What's going on with this thing?
Yeah, Dan and Tashani, later on this morning, the United Bodegas of America will endorse Zohran Mamdani. This endorsement is raising eyebrows for a couple reasons. First of all, just this past summer, the group expressed fears that Mamdani's plan for city-owned grocery stores could put bodegas out of business. And Fernando Mateo, who's a spokesman for the United Bodegas of America, actually ran for mayor previously as a Republican. A new poll from the Manhattan Institute, which is a conservative think tank, has Mamdani up 15 percentage points over former Governor Andrew Cuomo. Republican Curtis Lee remains in third with 19%.
Can y'all really trust these polls?
Percent are undecided. Mamdani yesterday criticized the billionaires who have spent millions of dollars opposing him. He questioned the wisdom of their investments.
These are also the same billionaires who funded Donald Trump's campaign and his second term specifically. And what we're seeing is that they see just as good of an investment, not in Washington, D.C., but also here in New York City in electing Donald Trump's puppet, Andrew Cuomo. They're spending more money than I would even tax them. And I think
that is a reference to Mamdani's controversial proposal to tax the wealthiest New Yorkers. Meantime, Mayor Eric Adams made his first appearance with Cuomo since endorsing the former governor last week. Cuomo, who is running as an independent after losing the primary, insists that he is the only true Democrat in this race.
People think that because he's on the Democratic line, he's a Democrat. He's not a Democrat. He's a socialist who happens to be on the Democratic line. Now that I've come back.
Let's talk about this for a second, because Mamdani is transparent as a socialist. Now, a lot of people tend to get that confused with being a Democrat. I'm not going to understand that nowadays, because there is no true Democrats anymore, because we don't even know what a Democrat is. What is a Democrat now, y'all? We know what a Republican is. We know what a conservative is. We know what a liberal is. We know what independent means. What does it mean to be a Democrat in 2025? What does it mean to be a Democrat in 2020? We understood what a Democrat was in 2001. We understood what a Democrat was in 1995. We understood what a Democrat was in 1988, but we don't know what a Democrat is now. I don't even think Democrats know what Democrats are anymore. Democrats are socialists. In a way. How is it any different? How is it any different? Do you know what it means to be a socialist at its core? At its core, socialism is basically the anti-capitalism party. So they don't believe in you work hard, you remove the government obstacles, you believe in smaller government, you start your own business, you get as far as you can work hard. The harder you work, the greater you are rewarded, and you are able to celebrate the fruits of your labor. Socialism punishes success. Socialism punishes success. So the harder you work, the more you're taxed, and it's given to other people. They believe in bigger government. So, for example, Zohran Mamdani believes, I can't believe y'all actually elected somebody named Zohran Mamdani. This is insane. This is actually crazy. Y'all are electing somebody named Zohran Mamdani for mayor of one of the greatest cities in the United States of America, for the mayor to oversee it. This guy believes in city-owned grocery stores, controlling the prices of rent. He is standing behind movements that have nothing to do with the United States of America. And I'm not going to even get into that. The cover of this photo is him sitting in front of a bunch of immigrants inside of this country. They believe in taking more money because, see, the marketing slogan and campaign is we're going to tax the rich and give more money over to, not to the poor, to the city. You know what the number one clue that somebody is truly a socialist? They keep promising free everything. We're going to do free buses, free trains, free health care for your children, free social workers. We're going to get rid of the police because we believe that jails are inhumane. Prison is inhumane. But somebody got to pay for it. Somebody has to pay for it. And so for people to be, do you know why billionaires are getting behind Andrew Cuomo? Do you know why they've been donating to his campaign? Do you know why? Because they actually love New York and they don't want to see the city fall. They would prefer to not have to uproot themselves and move their companies and move themselves to somewhere else. They don't want to see the city fall. Anybody with even a smidget of an idea of what this is going to do to the city is against it 100%. No way in the world that we should be having bigger government. We should be shrinking the government. We should have a smaller government with less restrictions, less free, and more freedom for you to choose for yourself what it is that you can and can't do. I don't want more government oversight. I want less government oversight. I want more freedom to do what I want to do with my money. Lower taxes. They are the opposite of that. And y'all are voting for that. But here's the key. It could only happen right now. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen right now. That's how Obama got elected. For God's sakes, that's how Bush got reelected. You know how George W. II got reelected? Because when everybody is panicking and when everybody is trying to figure out what they're going to do, if you don't feel like you have a good grasp on what your future is going to look like, you panic and you vote for hope. You just go with anything different. Instead of changing your life, changing your circumstances, doing things different. But they didn't change and go Republican. They went further into the thing that was bad for them. The reason why they in this situation in the first place is what they're voting for. So they went deeper blue. Now remember, New York has been blue. The state of New York has been blue since forever. California been blue since forever. Los Angeles has been blue since forever. The one time that they voted red is when they went with the governor. But they have been blue forever. In the presidential election, they have always voted blue. Always voted blue. And so if it's not working for you, how do you go further into that? How do you deep dive further into blue if blue haven't worked for you in a long time? Dusty. They don't try nothing different. You know what? We're going to switch over. This ain't working for us. We're going to do things a little bit differently. But ignorant fucking young people and broke older people, they all getting behind them. And right after that, all of the other Democrats, they jumped right on the bandwagon because that's what they do. That's what they do. They just bandwagoners. Hakeem Jeffries don't even like that nigga. Right now, bombshell reports is being overshadowed because nobody cares about the Obamas anymore. Let me actually go to Michelle Obama's YouTube channel, see what she's doing. Michelle Obama. Out here killing it. Just killing it. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I was a little bit wrong on that. She doing numbers. She doing okay. She gonna be fine. Let's see. Her last video did 3,000 views in the last 4 hours. In my opinion, recycling rules have gotten out of hand with Mara Brock. That was 1 day ago, and that did 1.4 thousand views. So, and then the one before that did 47,000 views in 7 days. So she's doing fine. She's doing fine. You would think that she would do better than that as the president's wife. But just the other day, Barack Obama said, it was a bombshell report that was released that basically said that Barack Obama went off on Nancy Pelosi for by default embracing Kamala Harris. So that means that the Obamas didn't even want Kamala Harris. I knew that they didn't want Kamala Harris when they did that fake phone call. When they did that stage phone call when she was just walking in the hallway and it was like, hello, hey, Kamala. This is Barack and Michelle. Hey, Kamala. Hey, guys. And she did their little fake thing or whatever, and they did their little stage phone call. I knew back then. The fake phone call. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, there it is. There it is. Yay. Oh, man, this was so hilarious.
Kamala.
Hello. Hi.
Hey there.
Oh, hi, you're both together. Oh, it's good to hear you both.
I can't have this phone call without saying to my girl Kamala, I am proud of you. This is going to be historic.
We called to say Michelle and I couldn't be prouder to endorse you and to do everything we can to get you through this election and into the Oval Office.
Oh, my goodness. Michelle, Barack, this means so much to me. I am looking forward to doing this with the two of you, Doug and I both, and getting out there, being on the road. But most of all, I just want to tell you the words you have spoken and the friendship that you have given over all these years mean more than I can express. So thank you both. It means so much. And we're going to have some fun with this too, aren't we?
Oh my gosh. So stupid. So dumb. Let me see. Barack. Nancy Pelosi. According to multiple different outlets, but we'll just go ahead and pull this one up. Right? We're going to pull this one up. According to multiple different outlets, this is dropped October 27th. So it was dropped 2 days ago. Former President Barack Obama was not happy with Representative Nancy Pelosi quick endorsement of then Vice President Kamala Harris, and he let it be known in a phone call with the former House Speaker, according to a new book. Pelosi described Harris as brilliantly astute, and expressed full confidence that the ex-California senator could defeat President Trump in her endorsement, which came less than 24 hours after Joe Biden ended his 2024 re-election bid. Obama preferred to let a process determine Trump's Democratic Party opponent called Pelosi after her endorsement to vent his frustration, having thought they were on the same page. The Obamas were not happy. A Pelosi confidant told Carl. According to an excerpt, this person summed up Obama's message to Pelosi as essentially, "What the fuck did you just do?" And then we got the Obama. Hey, it's Barack. Michelle. It's all a play. It's all a play. But the Democrats, they don't care about America. They are willing to throw this entire country under the bus. They're willing to throw the entire country under the bus just to keep power. Just to keep power. Make sure you guys hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. I might have to take tomorrow off. I'm going to just say this right now. What's a mood that would express how I feel right now? I'm feeling blue. I'm feeling blue. Blue. Or maybe I'm feeling sassy since they trying to take advantage of my hindsight. Certainly not feeling green. I don't know, man. I'm not feeling it right now. I'm not feeling it right now at all. I'm feeling blue. I don't like it. I don't like it, Mika. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm not happy about what's happening right now.